Hello there. In this video, I'm going to show you how you can maximize the productivity of the best asset in your business with little to no cost. I'll be right back. Welcome back. Let me define what an asset is. An asset is defined as anything tangible or intangible which is capable of being owned or controlled to produce value and is perceived to have positive economic value. Is considered an asset. You are the best asset in the business, whether you like to admit it or not. Most companies now these days tend to say that the team are the most valuable asset in the company and all other physical assets are secondary, merely facilitating the value the team can produce in order to bring the organization ahead. I agree with that. But if your team is the greatest asset, do you know who within the team is the most valuable? The person who contributes the most value to the organization as an individual. And that person is you, the business owner. As a business owner, you're considered the most valuable asset in the organization. Now, you may regard your team highly, but if you look at the value added from an individual's perspective, you are the person who started the company, or you are the person who bought over the company, and you are the person, an individual within that team who has brought the company from this point to where it is now. Therefore, it is in the best interest for your business and for yourself to keep you functioning optimally. So how do we do this? There are many ways you can improve an individual's productive value, but I'd like to share with you an area where I see business owners tend to neglect and yet can give a great return on its investment. It is simple, effective, and practically costs you nothing. Do you want to know what it is? It's rest. There are times in the business cycle where you are literally overloaded with work and you do not have time for rest. This is especially true when your resources in the business are stretched and you're not able to hire additional people to assist you in the tasks at hand. While this may appear productive in the short term, say if you were a manager and you had a lot of work to do and you had your team working under you, if you were to make your team of people work and for extended periods without a break, I can assure you that you will notice that the productivity of your team will start to drop. Not only that, some of them may even leave your company. Now, if you wouldn't do that to your team as a manager, why would you do that to yourself? If you are the most productive asset in the company, it is in your best interest to keep yourself functioning at the optimal level. And if a bit of rest can help, that's something worth considering. In Jonah Lehrer's book, Imagine How Creativity Works, the highly controversial author states that while it's commonly assumed that the best way to solve a difficult problem is to relentlessly focus, this clenched state of mind comes with a hidden cost. It inhibits the sort of creative connections that lead to breakthroughs. We suppress the very type of brain activity that should be encouraged. Creativity. There have been many times where I have forced myself to stop work and take time away from the business. But yet at the same time, while I'm resting, I can feel guilty because there are many things that have to be done within the business itself. But I've discovered personally that the greatest ideas that came to me that added the most value to the businesses whom I work with came to me when I was not focused on work. I got that aha moment. Have you ever had that aha moment? You'll know how much time and resources could have saved just by having that thought. Be it by yourself or surrounded by people who are competent in business. The best thought processes that build the business whom I've worked with came about when I was resting. By forcing yourself to take a short break or by going for a long walk with the distractions or even a weekend off will allow your subconscious time to process the information that you have absorbed during the business and come up with creative solutions to resolve the problems that you may be currently facing. This in turn will improve your own productivity. By solely focusing on your business to the point of exhaustion, you will actually spend more time achieving something than if you had taken adequate rest and tackled it afresh. Of course, many of you watching this video will be able to appreciate that rest can actually improve productivity. But how many of us will actually take the effort to take that break? I believe not all of us will. But what if you knew that by having adequate rest might actually double your productivity and add 20% in annual value to your company. Would you take a break then? I know I would. Share with me in the comments below on your thoughts on conscientiously putting rest periods in your work schedule and how that works for you. Do you find it beneficial? I would love to hear your thoughts on it, so please share with me in the comments below. If you wish to know more about what your business has to consider when facing exponential growth, you can download a free chapter of my book, 20K to 2 million in 2 years, by going to the link appearing right now, absolutely free. I'll see you again in the next video. As for me, it's time to take a break.